I still on a young man who's been doing a lot of YouTube videos. His name's Sam Smithson. He's not selling anything as far as I know. I don't think he's part of any uh, business. He's just trying to make a name for himself. And he had a video this morning about habits of successful people. And he's talking about Tony Robbins and a bunch of the people. And it got me to thinking of what's been happening to me lately. The I've got a couple habits that I've been working on for a long time that I'm finally establishing. And one of those, and I used to do it a lot when I first learned about it. I learned about it from Stephen Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And that's writing down a list in priority of the accomplishments you want to complete the following day. Leave a space in between so if something comes up, you put it in order of priority and you just work your list. Man, that's amazing. And I'm like, I was trying and trying to do that for about 2 years down here. And now I'm able to do it. And I'm like, okay, so why am I able to do it now? Well, there's been some people that I've been associating myself with, not in person, but on YouTube or maybe even Facebook. Jason Cisneros is one of them. Okay. Then David Goggins, a lot of blogs, Joe Rogan. Okay, so I don't want to talk like those. I want to, I've really trained myself hard to use a different vernacular. And so I pay attention to what I say instead of just throwing a curse out there, because a curse word, okay? And they're called curses for a reason, right? They have meaning, and they put a ripple out there in the universe that I don't want to have out there. But before I learned that, I had a business partner who was an atheist, but he was also an ex-cop and an attorney, and he impressed upon me after 4.5 years that when people who are educated hear people cursing, the first thing that pops in their head is that guy is not smart enough or doesn't have the vocabulary to say what he really means, and that's why he puts a curse in to fill the space. So now I pay attention to what I say and how I say it. So, but the main habit I'm talking about is the right association. There's some really awesome people that I'm connecting to now, and books are also a way of getting the right association. Okay, if you can't be around that person, that intelligent, knowledgeable person that wrote that book, read their book. Okay, and you'll get the right intent. Okay, and then I've been really focusing on my diet and my nutrition. And of course, that's why I'm paying attention to David Goggins, Joe Rogan, Tricia Selback, Sharon Johnson. Okay, so we're all, focusing in the same direction. And I learned, it seemed like the better shape that I got in and the better I started eating, the more sensitive I got to eating wrong. I could tell when I wake up in the morning, if I feel puffiness in my hands or a little uh, inflammation, I'm like, what did I eat last night? And it's always, out to church and they had a dinner the other night. It was like an after thing, after Easter or after Valentine's Day dinner, and I had cheesecake. Oh yeah, and I had some rolls, and oh yeah, I was drinking sweet tea. Oh, and that all, has a detrimental effect on you. And it's hard. It's really hard to stay disciplined when you're around people who aren't disciplined. And that's another thing. Okay. Seems like discipline is the buzzword right now. I don't know if it's because it's, you know, after New Year's and everybody's, trying to stay on their New Year's resolutions or whatever. Right. But discipline, I'm hearing it everywhere. I look on the YouTube feed, on different podcasts I'm on, you know, discipline, discipline, discipline. All right. And when you're around people who are not disciplined, it makes it hard to do what you know you're supposed to do because they don't care, right? And they're not going to encourage you to be, oh, stick to your plan, stick to your routine. They don't care. In fact, if you don't do it, it doesn't make them feel as bad, So the habits, write out your list every night. Before you leave your desk is the best time. Before you leave your desk, when work is done, you're ready to hit the gym or go out or whatever. Before you leave your desk, you write your list down in order of priority. Have a space in between, and then if something else pops up, you just put it in the list in the blank spaces in order of priority. Get the right association any way you can, whether it's through YouTube or Facebook Live or podcasts or reading their book, right? The right association is going to make a big difference, huge difference for you. And that's what the Sam stimulated in me today. I don't know what's going on with him. He's trying to get some followers. He seems to have good content. Just trying to duplicate Jake Ducey, it sounds like. All right. Check out Sam Smithson.